For centuries, the history of the origin of the Black Pest has been told as an unprecedented biological tragedy. An outbreak of bubonic plague caused by the Yersinia pestis swept away with up to 60% of the European population between 1347 and 1353. This traditional narrative points to a focus in Central Asia and an expansion towards the Mediterranean. If you like our content, do not forget to subscribe and give like. In this video, we will explore a new investigation that questions the traditional version of the origin of the Black Pest. We will analyze the influence of climate in this devastating historical event. A recent study has proposed a fascinating scenario. A series of volcanic eruptions, probably in 1345, would have triggered a chain reaction that brought the plague to Europe. This process combines the strength of nature with medieval global trade, creating a unique context for the spread of the disease. The name of the volcano that caused these eruptions is not known, but natural records, such as the rings of the trees and the ices of Greenland, have revealed an increase of sulfur in the atmosphere. This chemical footprint can only be explained by a great volcanic eruption, more intense than the event of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. The consequences of this eruption were immediate. A sudden cooling of the climate in Europe, with an increase in seasons, and caused flooding, leading to failed crops between 1345 and 1347. Trees also showed signs of this disaster through the rare blue rings. Simultaneously, the chronicles document a spiral of hunger in southern Europe. In cities like Florence and Venice, grain prices skyrocketed, and authorities desperately tried to import cereals. Food security became a critical issue in 14th century Italy. The large Italian ports, which maintained stable trade relations, faced grain shortages. In 1347, the merchants resumed trade with the Golden Horde, seeking solutions to the crisis. This decision, although logical, could have been the fatal error that facilitated the entry of the plague. The ships that returned from the Black Sea carried not only grain but also infected fleas. This connection between the trade and the spread of the plague became evident as the Italian cities began to suffer outbreaks coinciding with the arrival of the grain shipments. The study reveals how an advanced medieval society with an efficient logistical system was able to prevent a massive famine, but also facilitated the entry of one of the most deadly diseases. Black Pest was not only a medical tragedy, but a major demographic and social collapse. This historical episode shows us the importance of understanding the connections between climate and public health. Today, global warming represents a threat similar to that faced by Europe in the 14th century. Lessons from the past are relevant to our present. The history of Black Pest, marked by an invisible cloud, reminds us that our societies are fragile before forces that we do not control. What began as a natural event ended up changing the destiny of a continent without anyone knowing it.